Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Jesse with Kinetics High Performance, and today, with DK Metcalf in the news cycle, it's only fitting to check out one of his workouts and see if we can find clues as to why he left. That said, everyone knows that he's an athletic freak, so let's check out one of his workouts. All right, here we go. Oh boy. He's also gone, Seahawks fans. All right, let's get out of that. Let's take a look at this workout real quick. I saw some deads and squats. I hope he has those in there. Ooh, I hope he gets a little bit lower. He's jacked. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. This is kind of painful to watch, as everybody probably knows by now. He's been traded. Yep. So sad. So sad. Okay, so Tuesday's rest day. Wednesday, upper body. Lower body on Thursday. Friday off. Saturday, hand-eye core. Sounds like a bro split. Ooh, lunges, deadlifts, and squats. Oh, full body. Proprioception. Hey, it sounds good so far. A lot of balancing he's talking about to help him on the field. And stamina. Okay, I like that. Ooh. Yeah, let's get to work. All right, here's the workout, fellas. Okay, single leg BOSU ball. Let's see. BOSU ball. Ugh. Let's see this again. What a single leg BOSU ball, reverse flies. Okay, one by each, or one set of 5. Not a huge fan of BOSU balls, but we'll take it. It's just a warm-up. Oh, I like this. That's 1B. T's and Y's. Okay. These are fantastic, particularly for wide receivers, because it works a lot of the thoracic spine. Love that. Okay. What else we got? Damn, he's ripped. Oh, another Seahawks legend right there. BOSU ball, split stance, pal off, 1 by 8. Okay. Again with the BOSU ball. It's not a very big range of motion. Not sure. Oh, check that out. You can do it without the BOSU ball. That's how I would probably do it. That's not a big range of motion at all. We need to increase that to get a little bit more trunk activation. Okay, I like these. 3 of those. Only thing I would say is probably want to get a little bit lower. I know we're just kind of warming up the thoracic spine, actually the entire trunk, now that we're looking at this. He's got rotations, lateral trunk flexion, 8 per side on this. Okay. Wonder how much weight's in there. Most important. Oh, he said everybody in the NFL is physically gifted, and so the most important muscle is the brain. So I'd agree with that. Mini band, high knee. Okay. And with a hold, trainer's right. You need some hip flexors. I'd argue that. He said that's how you run a 4-3. I would argue it is genetics. Utilization of his high threshold motor units, or a mastery of that, so he can recruit a lot more fast twitch muscle tissue. Does this particular exercise incorporate a lot of the high threshold motor units? No, just not a lot of load there. So I would probably respectfully disagree. This is how he got his 4-3-40. Oh boy, I hope he doesn't give us diet advice. He doesn't have any tips on his advice. You guys probably know. He's got a pretty infamous diet of a bag of candy a day. Okay, let's go back to this. Bottoms up, overhead press, 1 set of 6. Okay. Shoulder stability. Good control, good speed all the way down. Stability, stability, stability. He's more focused on grips. Let me listen to that again. It's a lot of explaining on this, and I don't know if he's listening to himself talk. Grip strength, more shoulder stability. Ball is down, it'd be a lot easier. A lot more stabilized muscles to keep them. All right, I'm gonna have a lot to say about that later. Oh, is this what I think it is? It is! Okay, love this. I do tons of variations of this particular movement, dumbbells, barbells. It is a fantastic powerful hip movement and trunk stability. Only thing I would say is I would probably try to get his arms behind his head. Keep the reps low for this, focus on speed. Yep. Yes, see how his arms stay in front of his ears? If we want to get full range of motion, which we do, we want to work on trying to get the arms behind his ears to get that thrust mobility. Fantastic. That's core work, by the way. That's real core work. Okay, what else we got? More core in a plank. I don't... Oh, okay. Dynamic stability ball in a plank, 20 seconds. Okay, just on its own, not that great, just being on the ball, doing that plank, but the simple fact that the trainer is actually manipulating them, pushing them on them in the ball, that's good, but I can say that he's not pushing him very much, especially for a professional athlete. That's not enough resistance, so I don't know if they were just... Hold on. Okay, so I don't know if he was hitting him just for the effect, but there's just not enough load to affect him on that. This actually is a very good exercise. A lot of people know one of my favorite exercises for the abdominals would be the ab wheel rollout. This is just another variation using the physio ball. And then that's fantastic. And then the stir the pot for 15 reps. Love that variation. Brings a lot of dynamic movement to the trunk that you have to stabilize. So yeah, I like that. Battle ropes with a squat. So and a backward lunge. So that sounds like an AB. Yes, it is more metabolic. Full body workout. Okay, and then 3 backward lunge. Okay. Oh, 3. It says 1 set of 10 reps each side. Okay, so I will probably have a lot to say about this, but he literally just said it's for metabolic work. Not going to get a lot of metabolic work out of the legs, especially when he said 3 reps. I don't know which is right because this one says 1 set of 10 reps each leg. Either way, that's not a lot of metabolic work for the legs if he's only doing 10 reps per leg on a battle rope. See? 3 and switched. You try that at home. Tell me if that's metabolically difficult. It's 3. Okay, moving on. 9A. Surge machine. These are great. I like this a lot. So he's going to do it again with core and upper body. Metabolic upper. Push pull. Okay, I like that. See. Hold on. There it is. Let me see if he says what Okay, so he said he's getting speed, metabolic, and power all at the same time. I'll have a lot to say on this later, but no, it's not. Okay. I love these rotations. 9B. Oh, okay, reaction time. Love this, especially for football. So a lot of times we're just on a tempo, but when we do, we call it an audio cue. If you do it on an audio cue, it trains the brain to kind of move as quickly as possible upon that audio cue. Offset loaded sit up. I like it. He could probably do a little bit more weight than that. Okay. Anyway, what is our B? What's our B? Yep. Assisted static crunches. 3 reps. Again, I'll preface this with that DK Metcalf is a professional athlete. The amount of load that he's fighting against here is not a lot at all. Plus, his hip flexors are already locked out. Now, if you were to keep his upper body on the ground and stabilize it so he has to resist against him pulling on the knees, that'd be one thing. But that right there, eh. Okay, total body workout. He's feeling it in his body. Where are those exercises? Deadlift. That's a good core exercise. All right, I like it. I like it. Okay, got a lot to say about this. Let's go. Okay, so let's take a look and see what I liked, didn't like, and whether it's a Kinetics high, mid, or low performance program. Now to start, I've noted that this sounds like an in-season workout after games. I love the fact that the trainer was with them to explain things, because whenever evaluating a professional athlete's workout, 9.99999 times out of 10, it's not the athlete who programs it. So if it's no bueno, we take it out on the trainer. So first, let me get this out of the way. BOSU balls aren't a serious athletic training tool. So I know it's marketed as a great way to build balance and core strength, but it doesn't. It's a great tool to build the skill of standing on a wobbly surface, but I'm not going to make this BOSU ball bashing session, but the research is pretty clear at this point. Core and balance are built with exercises that are axial loaded, like squats or any exercises with the load above the athlete's head. If DK's trainer said it warms up the ankle and builds strength, cool, but that's not what he said. All right, diatribe over. Let's get back to business. Let's get back to the workout. So first is the unileg BOSU ball reverse flies. 1 set of 5 each side and superset with RDLT and raises on a BOSU ball. 1 set of 5. I'll say I love this for the T-spine, especially with all these shoulder stuff coming up. A-. And the minus is for the BOSU ball usage. Next, we have the BOSU ball split stance Palloff pulse. 1 set of 8 each side. So I know I may sound like a broken record in many of my reaction videos, but these anti-rotational exercises should be a staple in any athlete's program. This gets an A++. The second plus is because they did mention you don't need a BOSU ball for this exercise. The next series I love as well. Viper reverse lunge and press. 1 set of 8 each side, and a Viper reverse lunge and press out. 1 set, 8 each side. Both are dynamic in nature, which again is far superior to static stretching to start your workout. Then we have the mini band high knee raises and holds. 1 set of 8 each side. Now, something overblown on the general population side of things is having too strong or tight hip flexors. For athletes, strong hip flexors are necessary for maximum propulsion, so I love these. You've got a bottoms up kettlebell overhead press is next with 1 set of 6 per side. I like the exercise, but I feel like the explanation was intended to sound thorough, but it was overcomplicating things and also has some conflicting reasoning within the same explanation. and my head hurt just listening to it. No, it's not the best thing for a rotator cuff on a professional athlete. External rotation of the humerus is a much better way to stimulate the rotator cuff. You know, like the T's and the Y's earlier. But then again, standing on a BOSU ball decreases the load used for the lift, and the majority of the effort was in the skill of standing on the BOSU ball and not as much on the rotator cuff itself. So, had there been no BOSU ball, the stability on the rest of the chain would allow for higher loads and isolation of the rotator cuff and other shoulder muscles like the posterior delts. Oh boy, why am I talking about BOSU ball again? All right, anyways, also consider the intensity was nowhere near enough to challenge the trunk stability of DK. At best, this was a grip, anterior delt, and triceps exercise. Now, I sound like a jerk, so I'm gonna move on to the Viper RDL to the snatch and step for 1 set and 6 reps per side. Okay, so now we're talking. I often do variations of this with barbells and dumbbells. It promotes explosive hips and thoracic spine mobility and strength, but also challenges the anterior chain to quickly redirect the force into a complete stop. You want core strengthening and balance? Toss out the BOSU ball and just do this. Okay, now we're getting into direct core work. I'm kind of surprised it's a physio ball and not a BOSU ball. Now, the isometric hold is okay on its own, but with the manual pressure applied, it makes this a great exercise. My only criticism would be that the trainer is applying very little force. Now, this won't make much of a difference, again, to a professional athlete. Pairing that up with a plank saw and stir the pot is great. Now, doing these after the plank exercise is good, so I'll stop going on and on about the BOSU balls. Okay, let's talk about the battle ropes. No issues here, and yes, good metabolic work for the arms, but to even mention it's a total body thing that includes legs is kind of a stretch, especially for the number of reps performed in the range of motion. I get it, it's probably not an actual workout and done more for content purposes, but at least we should be explaining with more detail and demonstrating with higher intent. Okay, the surge machine, it's great, but again, my issue is with the explanation. Yes to metabolic upper body work and speed, and I would even give them upper body muscle endurance. But to suggest it's good for power when power is simply not compatible with long duration exercise is very misleading to folks that are likely watching this type of content. To maximize power, we want high intent movements and enough load to stimulate as much high threshold motor units as possible. Higher reps or longer duration exercises build fatigue and thus recruit more low threshold motor units and ultimately more type 1 or slow twitch muscle fiber. Unfortunately, endurance exercises can cause fiber shifting from type 2X fibers or very fast twitch muscle fibers to type 2A or just fast twitch muscle fiber. And when done over a long period of time, your type 2A and type 2X can convert to type 1 or slow twitch muscle fibers in a process known as fiber transformation. I will give a huge compliment to the trainer though for the use of audio cues, especially for a game like football, where processing an audio cue quickly can be a big advantage against your opponent. Here, he's using his voice. In my facility, I use a dog training clicker because my football guys are all dogs. It's either that or it's just a convenience thing, since I have a few of them lying around for my dog, Roscoe. And then finally, direct core with, as the trainer said, good old-fashioned core. I love both these choices as I program these pretty regularly, but for the sake of being mean, I'd say performing a bottoms up like leg lifts, then some rotational work like supine wipers, and then finishing with top down exercises like these, crunches would be a better order. Mainly because we are battling with fatigue, so we want to get the more difficult movements done first and finish with the easiest, which happens to be, in the case of the abdominals, top-down movements. Okay. I know I was probably a bit harsher on this trainer and program than I am in most of my reaction videos, but I'll defend it a little bit. This doesn't seem like a professional team's strength and conditioning program. It looked, felt, and presented as a promotional piece intended for the general population and not professional athletes. After all that, I say it's a Kinetics low performance workout. Now, I'm only speculating, but could this be the reason why he left the Seahawks? This is not a high performance workout for such an elite athlete. I find it very hard to believe that this is part of his actual training program. It feels more like he did it for either brand exposure or a quick buck, or both. Seattle is definitely not the media capital of the world, nor did this current iteration of the Seahawks have the resources to put into the receiving core. Not with all the holes in their roster. Anyways, what did you guys think of DK's workout? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel for more content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.